All right. Mariska says, we dated for 3 months. I needed space because he didn't know for sure. He disliked the distance and hoped that we could see each other. 2.5 months later, I reached out and he didn't want any contact. So, yeah, I mean, he probably feels really hurt by you, right? And here's what you need to do, Mariska, is you need to start dating other people, and like, here's the thing, right? If you break things off with a guy and you're like, hey, I need something more than this. And he's like, oh, I'm not sure. I don't know. Right. And then you go back to him and you're like, hey, you want to talk again? Yeah, he's probably going to be hurt and he's probably going to feel like, you kind of betrayed him. And if, he's not together mentally, then he's probably hurt by it. Right. But at the same time, you don't want to be back in that relationship. And if you're the one that's reaching out and trying to get a hold of him, you're putting yourself at a lower position of power, which means that he's probably not going to change his mind. When you cut things off with a guy like that, you have to walk away and not look back. You can't look back and try to reach out to him and try to start talking to him again because you get lonely and all that kind of stuff. Look forward, build new relationships, meet new people, get into new situations. And if he gets it together at some point and decides that he wants to have a real relationship and that you're awesome and that he loves you and, all that kind of stuff, then he can come back to you and prove to you that he's the right guy for you. Don't go back to him. You're going in the wrong direction here. You need to be going forward and building new connections and meeting new men who are open and ready, who are sure about you, that know that they want something real with you, that look at you and say, you are an amazing, beautiful, awesome woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with, that I want to give everything to, that I want to be committed to, that I want the two of us to be in this relationship together, going through life together on the same team in partnership. That's what you want. You want a guy who's not confused, who says, you're it, you're the only one that I want, and I want to be with you, Mariska. That's what you want. You want a guy that says that. Anything else is not a guy in a situation that you want to be in. And if you're reaching back out to him after he told you that he's confused, you're going in the wrong direction and you're putting yourself in a lower position of power. And that means that he's unlikely to change his mind. You need to move forward and let him come back to you. Think about it like a cat, right? If you go chasing a cat, he's just going to run away, right? Instead, you want that cat to come to you and start purring on your lap and be like, right? And you rub it and you're like, yeah, are you going to be the kind of cat that is going to take us to the promised land where we're going to be in this great relationship together? And if you're not, that's fine. Get off my lap. I've got room for other cats. I want a cat that's going with me, right? We're going to the promised land. We're getting to a committed relationship. That's what we're doing here, Mariska. That's what we're doing. And so don't settle. Don't you settle, Mariska. Don't you settle for anything less.